is now being called forward. They're off racing for the Tyrrells 5-year-old Geldings Maiden, and Forever Dylan is the first to show, with High and Mighty racing wide in the hands of John O'Neill from Ballyristine and Hammerman. West Tor is also close to the pace as they go out over fence number 1, at which all 15 look to have safely made it to the other side. The back marker at this point is Batman in the pink jacket with white sleeves. So it's High and Mighty on the outside racing keenly from Forever Dylan on the inside of Tyrrell's Success. Ballyristine is in 4th from Hammerman in 5th. Sergeant Brody out wide, the Cheston in the red jacket from Bad Boy Bo with the cheek pieces. They're being tracked in mid-division by the Jazz Singer and West Tor, Porter's Lane, Silent Account, Girton Akira, Batman, Bank Hall, and the overall back marker is now Overly Cautious, making their way on towards the second. And it's High and Mighty with the white cap on the outside of Forever Dylan, matching strides as they go out over the second fence. Bank Hall last but 1, and the overall back marker is Overly Cautious. Quickly on towards the third, the second of 2 down along the back straight. And it's the yellow and red of Forever Dylan on the inside of High and Mighty out wide. The Jazz Singer got tied to it, also a mistake at the back of the field by Porter's Lane in the black jacket with the pale blue cross of Lorraine. Mark O'Hare just administering a reminder or two to that gelding as they ran away from that third fence. So they swing right-handed, leave the back straight behind them. They make their way on towards the next fence, which is going to be fence number 4. And as they swing right-handed, it's High and Mighty on the outside of Forever Dylan. Ballyristine comes through in between horses. Was a faller at Nina last Sunday, makes a quick reappearance here just 6 days later. Being tracked by Tyrrell's Success with Sergeant Brody. 15 runners still on their feet as they come up in front of the judge, making their way on towards the next fence, which will be number 5. And it's High and Mighty and John O'Neill that leads Forever Dylan and Roger Quinlan. Ballyristine and Damien Skeehan is in the third from Bad Boy Boyo and Rory Devine. From Tyrrell's Success and Noel McParlin, Sergeant Brody and Jamie Codd. From the Jazz Singer and Jason McKeown, Hammerman on the inside and Aaron Murphy. From Silent and Kent and Shane Fitzgerald. Batman comes next, making a bit of progress for Neil Galt. From Girton Akiraba and Richie Deegan. Overly Cautious is towards the rear of the field with Stephen Kelly. From Bank Hall, Ben Crawford, and Porter's Lane, Mark O'Hare is the back marker of the 15. They swing right-handed. They make their way on towards the next, which is fence number 6. It was the first on the opening circuit. They've completed a lap of the track in this Tyrrells Ireland 5-year-old Geldings Maiden. And Forever Dylan leads out over it. Slight mistake there by West Tor. The one that's really struggling at this point is Porter's Lane, who's hopelessly tailed off at this point and is about 25 to 30 lengths off our leader. Racing into the back straight, the main group of 12 or 15 runners is tightly grouped now, with Forever Dylan on the inside, High and Mighty out wide. They've been the 1-2 throughout as they come on towards the halfway point in this contest. Ballyristine, the blue jacket, goes in between horses to almost dispute the running between the three of them. From Bad Boy Bo on the outside in the white and red of Tyrrell's Success with yellow sleeves, the blue jacket, was second on debut at Lockingmore. Sergeant Brody made a mistake, and as a result he loses a couple of positions. The expense to the Jazz Singer. Another one to make a mistake at that fence was Ballyristine. As they make their way on towards the next, which is number 8. And out over to the back of the field, Porter's Lane is the one that's being pulled up. So Porter's Lane is the first one to exit the contest as they swing right-handed out of the back. And it's Forever Dylan that leads from High and Mighty on the outside. Tyrrell's Success goes into third position from Bad Boy Bo in the white colours with the red hoop, Rory Devine. With Sergeant Brody making up a couple of positions after that mistake at the 7th fence. From Hammerman down the inside in the maroon and green. The Jazz Singer, the white colours with the green sleeves. They're being tracked by Silent Account and West Tor. They go out over this fence, which is the last in a circuit's time. And another one to pull up is Batman, who pulls up before the fence, which will be the last in a circuit's time. So making their way on towards the next, which is 5 from the finish, and Tyrrell's Success makes ground now on the in-between horses to come up and dispute the advantage, with Forever Dylan on the inside, High and Mighty, Sergeant Brody, Ballyristine. From Hammerman, the Jazz Singer, Silent Account. With out wide of this one is Bad Boy Bo, West Tor on the inside. The one that's beginning to lose touch with the main group of the field is Girtha on debut. Driven along towards the back of the field, is overly cautious to try and remain in contention. Bad Boy Bo is another one to come off the bridle and is going to be passed there by Bank-Hull. Heading out on their final circuit. And it's Tyrrell's Success racing wide. Up on the inside is Forever Dylan as they go out over this next fence. High and Mighty got tight towards it. At the back of the field, overly cautious, very slow, will likely not go much further. Girtha was pulled up before jumping the fourth last. They've got 3 fences left to jump in the Tyrrells Ireland 5 and 6-year-old geldings maiden. Another one to pull up now is going to be Bad Boy Bo, overly cautious, is being eased and will likely also not go much further. So it's Forever Dylan in the red sleeves, the yellow colours from Tyrrell's Success out wide. High and Mighty is in third, and they've been the 1, 2, 3 throughout. Sergeant Brody just received a reminder, makes ground to go into 4th position. From Silent Accountant, Bank-Hull in pale blue colours begins to get closer. West Tor is next. The Jazz Singer took a crashing fall, went in about 9th position at the time. Hammerman is struggling. Battery Steam drops out quickly and is not going to go much further. The remainder all pulled up. They're overly cautious, and Bad Boy Bo out over the second last fence. And in front it is Tyrrell's Success on the outside, of Forever Dylan on the inside. Silent Account driven along now, going into the 3rd position under Shane Fitzgerald. From High and Mighty, Sergeant Brody and Bank-Hull, they're the last one still going, as the remainder all pulled up after jumping the second last fence. Just the one to jump now in the Tyrrells Ireland 5 and 6-year-old geldings maiden, and Tyrrell's Success second at Lockhamore back in October in the centre of the course. Forever Dylan away to the left, Silent Account towards the right, and Sergeant Brody now coming for a run on the extreme left. Silent Account to fall on the final fence. Also unseating is Forever Dylan, and that leaves Sergeant Brody and Jamie Codd in front. Tyrrell's Success has been headed but is trying to rally on the far side. These two now settle down to fight it out up the run-in, and Sergeant Brody, second and here on debut in March, has a length advantage over Tyrrell's Success, and Sergeant Brody up towards the line for Jamie Codd and Peter Flood is extending and wins by 2 to 3. Sergeant Brody takes the 5-year-old geldings maiden. Second position goes to Tyrrell's Success, and it's going to be just the two that finish.